One of my favorite collaborations is the teaming up with the folks at Williamsburg, Virginia. Williamsburg, as you probably know, is one of the most famous historical sites in the country. It's a complete restoration of Colonial Williamsburg, which was, of course, the capital of Virginia at the time, and the seat of the House of Burgess, which has been so instrumental in the birth of our nation. So it's a very unique place, and it came to pass that their development team came to my licensing agent with the suggestion that they would like to discuss the prospects of a collaboration similar to what I did with Disney, that was so popular and so successful. They thought that because of the folk art slant on my work, that it would be the perfect mix between the quilt patterns and the various styles of rose malling on subjects that would be clearly Colonial Williamsburg oriented. So what we did was we decided, okay, we would do initially a collection of the mainstay of the line, which is the Santa, the Angel, and the Snowman, in sort of a folk art style that would be consistent with the things that you might find in Colonial Williamsburg, at that time, and then decorate them as I do using the quilt patterns, and also a patterning that is very, very popular was popular in Colonial Williamsburg, and that is this patterning called Fraktur. I'll give you a brief rundown on it. It's a German pattern, and it initially it was done to decorate illumination, in other words, letters that went into manuscripts. And they would decorate it with all of these stylized flowers and birds and different things. And over time, the style of the lettering that they decorated was fragmented. In other words, had segments to it. Hence the word Fraktur, which is German for fracture. So they used these what they called fractured letters, and they decorated them like that. Then over time, the importance of the lettering began to be diminished, and the decoration sort of took over until eventually it was nothing but just this motif, this styling as the decorative element itself. So I used a lot of that. Of course, I used the pineapple, which is kind of a symbol of Williamsburg. It's, I think, pretty generally accepted as the symbol of welcome, and so you'll see that particular subject a lot in Williamsburg. So I thought it would be good to use it on a number of these pieces. In addition to these pieces, then I did a collection of farm animals. Now they have a program up there where they are bringing back these breeds through this animal husbandry project that they have going at their site there, and they are bringing back the breed of pigs and this is an English game hen that was the sort of the precursor of our modern day domesticated chicken. And then the oxen, and there's several others, some sheep and so forth that I haven't got here, but those are examples of an ongoing project that they have, and I thought that would be a good thing to include. Plus we have a collection of sort of occupations, and we did a cooper and a chocolate maker, and in this case here, this is an example of what we call the milliner, and she is busy with needle and thread, making some decoration here and that sort of thing. So that's the way we approached it. Of course, it's an ongoing project, and we're expanding it, adding to it, and we'll be doing some events and appearances at Williamsburg, and all in all, our relationship's been one that's very satisfactory to both of us, and I'm hopeful it'll be a an ongoing and long-term relationship, because I certainly find it satisfying, and it has an importance that's more than just doing figurines, since it's sort of allowing me to become, sort of an element of the historical factor that is Williamsburg, and I find I'm very gratified to do that. One of the reasons that I was so pleased to have the opportunity to work with Williamsburg is that Williamsburg, as a recreation or a restoration project, is considered the #1 most accurate project of its kind in the world. And they have created, this colonial place that it's like going back in time. And it's not just going back just to anywhere. It's going back to some place that, was one of the birthplaces of our nation. And it was very instrumental in the pre-revolution, the movement there, and that sort of thing. And to be associated with something like that, if you have a love of history or a respect for what our forefathers did, it's a very special place. And to be associated with it in the way I am, bringing some of my folk art styling to their projects and their programs, was something that means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me on a lot of different levels, other than just simply doing a piece of folk art, because I love the fact of contributing something there to a place that is so special to all of us as Americans. And I hope that everyone at some point in your life gets an opportunity to go there, because it is a one-of-a-kind place. One of the aspects of Williamsburg that makes it such a real and interesting place is they have a staff of people who are there. Well, might be a milliner in this case, might be a cooper, might be a gunsmith, furniture maker. And these people are in costume and in character, and they are absolute experts in whatever it is they're doing. I mean, the furniture maker is not pretending to be a furniture maker. He's a furniture maker. And he does it with exactly the same tools and exactly the same, styles and that sort of thing that they did back then. Cutting the wood, curing the wood, doing all of that. Same way with the gunsmith. He makes all his own parts. Same way with the silversmith. Casts all his own pieces exactly the way they did back then. The blacksmith, the milliner, the person who makes chocolate, that does it exactly the way they did back in the colonial days. And you can talk to them, and they will give you a perspective as if it were in the 1750s or 1760s. It's an absolutely fascinating experience to get to allow them to impart this enormous amount of knowledge that they have on this very interesting subjects to you. And it's just like it's an educational experience as well as an absolute delight to go in there and see how they have set this thing up in such an original and unique way.